Welcome to God with George Ortega. This is episode number 132. I'm recording it on Monday, April 26th, 2021 at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time. How you doing, God? Thanks for, finally having me get a haircut. It's been a while. I mean, I've been cutting my own hair, I guess. Cut it. I mean, I asked her to leave a lot on the top because I really like that look. A lot on the top, a little on the sides, but whatever. So it's good. So anyway, let's see what else. Well, it's been a good day so far. Let's see, good tour class. Oh, thanks for, I just got back from the Galleria where I began to highlight these sections of my book, Clandestine Capitalism, that I will reference when doing the new series. And, I'm thinking that this new series may not last more than, let's say, 3 months, which would be about 12 episodes, perhaps, which is fine, because I mean, ordinarily because it's just going to be once a week. So that'll be all right. All right, what else? I've been sleeping good recently. I appreciate that. Sleeping well. What else? The bass is going well. I mean, but let me tell you something, God, though. Yes, I'm definitely getting a lot better, but there's kind of I'm experiencing, I guess maybe a limitation. I mean, a long time ago, I learned how to type, and I was, I got it to 60 words per minute, something like that. But as time went by, my typing today, it's just not accurate because I don't, I guess, care enough about it being accurate. I could always just and so I'm finding though something similar with the bass playing that that I'm not the precision isn't there yet, which is interesting because one of my basses is precision. So that's probably why they call me that. But anyway, so I need your help on that. I mean, if I'm going to be a bass player, and I mean, I may have to go to a plan C. Plan A is the film, plan B is the bass playing. I don't know what plan C would be, but plan B may not work. Well, if plan A works, then that's good enough. But and even so, I just the bass playing has become a really nice part of my days. I enjoy, and and I only play to the Beatles, so that's amazing. That's surreal that I could just listen to the songs over and over and over and not get tired of them. And I doubt that I would experience the same thing with other bands. I think the Beatles are special, at least, with me in that regard. All right, so yeah, I wanted to get this done because then I want to I've got another tour class tonight, and what else? I don't know. Things are getting done. Yeah, I feel like I need to make a list, because there's little things, things that need to be taken care of that I haven't. So I will try to do that. And what else? Oh yeah, let me talk to you about this, guy, because a lot of times I try to be productive, try to get things done and all, measure kind of the success of my days within that context. And I'm thinking that, I mean, sometimes I meditate for hours, whatever. I tend to consider that productive, but I'm feeling that something that's happening naturally that I kind of want to further, to just to have it be more pronounced or to feel it more completely, is that I'm losing this kind of ambition to get things done. Partly it's because I feel like I've done my part, like at 63, I've got various projects that, the world is just like moving into, unfortunately for me in certain regards, the kind of work that I do is a few decades sometimes ahead of society, civilization. So, but I do feel quite grateful and gratified um, that I've been able to do that work, and I feel like this. Um, Again, there's still stuff I want to do that I enjoy doing, like this series and various things. But I also like this feeling of just like, and I really have to get better in this, rather than like, what should I do now throughout my days? And then it seems like we can always find something that we should do, right, God? What should I do? Moving from there to, well, what do I really want to do? And that's where, I think, in my life recently, I mean, like before the distancing, I was going into Manhattan a lot more, spending more time with people. And I want to return to that, so God, I mean, like, I'm not sure how you're going to accomplish that, because like, um, yeah, but anyway, that's what I would like for you to do, to basically shift my focus each day. Not, yes, there's things I need to get done, but moving from that to like, well, how do I enjoy the day better? How do I help others enjoy the day better? And it may be, God, I mean, like, you've had me, aside from these meetups, these meetings that I run and the classes that I go to, whatever, you have recently for several years now, you've had me kind of like, live a somewhat solitary life, living alone and all that stuff. So I would, I want to kind of like branch out into that. For example, all right, God, I mean, like what I want to start doing is going into Manhattan maybe every Sunday and just hang out at Bryant Park. I used to go many years ago to Central Park, but that's a schlep from 42nd to 60th, 59th Street. And then, I used to go to 72nd Street part of the park, the most beautiful park, Bethesda Fountain, the mall and all that stuff. Really nice part. So like, I don't have the energy or motivation, but like, and I actually like Bryant Park better now because there are more people. I mean, I used to like go to Central Park and dance with the roller skaters. That was a lot of fun. A few years I did that around 2007, 2008. But no, I just like, when you had me go in last Tuesday, had me, take a little cannabis before going into the park, because you're not allowed to vape in parks, whatever. And I just sat there and I'm listening to the Beatles through my headset, my headphones, and just kind of like singing along with them, whatever, and bopping, whatever. It's not something that people do these days. Today's like, back in the 60s, 70s, people were a little bit more expressive in some ways. But anyway, so yes, I enjoyed that a lot. So here's the plan, God. I want to start doing that, but I want you to give me the motivation, courage, and aptitude, if you could, because I don't want to fail too much, of seeking out people with whom I believe I can connect and converse. And I mean, ideally, if they also, smoke or vape, smoke whatever cannabis, because that's kind of like what allows me to socialize more easily. But without that, it's just a little more difficult. Although, I have to say, for example, I haven't consumed any today. And, I was at the hair cutter, Supercuts. And like, I was really, really very talkative, very kind of like friendly and conversive. It was nice. But that's, so like, yeah, I basically want to, and then it's like, yeah, I want to, yeah, yeah, I want to kind of like, part of it is like, I'm more of an introvert. Some people like are naturally drawn to people. My mom was like that. And I've never understood that. Some people could just walk out up to anyone, just like start a conversation and really enjoy it, whatever. With me, it's like, but 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 I would like you to help me understand what they understand, you know. Because and I think they're very wise in that way. Life really isn't so much about work as it is about people, other people, ourselves too, I guess. Um, so yeah, and that's something I'm not going to like read a book. I tried to read some books on socializing, but no, this is something I'd rather just. I mean, if I'm going to like delve into it, explore it, I'll talk to you about it, during these episodes or whenever. Okay, so yeah, it was a productive day. I did a load of laundry earlier today. Um, did a bit of straightening up, hung a few things up, painting, whatever, work of art, whatever. Um, okay, so what else? I'm just beginning right now, because I was walking around, and yeah, for some reason, I mean, recently, I'll even like to go out for a walk, to go into the mall, I'll do a little canvas before, because it relaxes me. And one thing it does, it's kind of like, it's very pleasant. I mean, like, it basically has me walk a lot slower than I would ordinarily. And it's not like I'm not sharp and all, because it just, I maintain my sharpness about me, whatever. But it's very pleasant to slow down like that. But today, no, today I kind of like, well, partly it's because like this is all head on, and it's kind of cold, so I was kind of like walking a little faster, and I still feel a bit hyper, from doing stuff, getting stuff done. I had to go to haircut, or I had to go to Galleria or whatever. And so yeah, just now, just a few, a minute ago or so, I was just noticing that I was beginning to calm down. And I want to work more on that, God. As I hear myself, as I feel myself talking now, still a little too intense. It's, I want to just develop, and maybe, God, there are probably some yogis, some gurus on the internet, probably Indian guys, because I mean, like Jews and Christians, I don't think we're all that good at that, really. I think, this is a kind of like a Eastern Indian kind of thing more. You occasionally, hear somebody that's just so calm, just not trying to say as much as they can within a lot of time frame, whatever. So yeah, do me have me do a Google search of some yogis, gurus, there's a Buddhists, whatever, and hopefully I can find one that will perhaps both inspire me and teach me. Maybe if I just watch 10 or 20 of their videos, I will better understand, what remaining calm and all that is about. So, okay. So what else? Yeah, I don't feel, like doing much more today. And actually, God, thank you for, I mean, this is something you had me realize before, but it's something that stayed with me. And like, so the idea is like, when I don't feel like doing anything, I usually feel like playing bass guitar. So for example, after I finish this, another 13 and a half minutes to go, excuse me, I don't feel like doing more work. Again, I got a class in about an hour and a half. And so before that, I think I'll just jam. I'll just like, play bass to some Beatles. You've got me, though, I've got to like just read a few books on my Kindle, or a few sections. So, but I don't feel like doing that today. I mean, like tomorrow, I guess. Um, and actually, that made me, God, I was thinking of like, because sometimes people say, I mean, in my case, it's been the exact opposite. You know, generally, sometimes people say that like if you consume cannabis, you lose your motivation. To me, with me, it's been the exact opposite. I mean, like, you know, 2 years and several months ago, I started consuming it. You know, within the first year, I, I think it must have been 10 months or so, or 9 months, you know, after beginning, I find myself at a Yom Kippur service. And then soon after that, I'm attending classes. Then soon after that, I join a synagogue for the, you know, pretty much the first time in my life. I mean, I used to daven at Hebrew Institute here, this Orthodox place, but I was never a member, you know, for several years. But so like this, you know, it for me it motivates, but you know, sometimes I say that cannabis is unmotivating. But I was thinking about that, you know, sometimes in this world where we are so driven to do, I mean, like this is like, you know, compulsive doing. That's not good for us, I don't think. I think we work way too hard, we do way too much, you know, we're too anxious. Plus, the more we do, and see, what we tend to do tends to be of a physical nature, involving products and things, you know, material stuff. And, you know, that kind of industry, that kind of activity isn't all that good for our climate. You know, we've got to find a way to produce fewer products, maybe share them. You know, it's going to be amazing how the young kids just restructure society, you know, to be sustainable. But what I'm getting at, God, is like, yeah, I want to feel a lot more comfortable with this feeling of just not wanting to do anything. You know, there's a Buddhist thing like that we're not human doings, we're human beings, so we should just be. There's another one that says like, don't just do something, sit there, which is, you know, says they were to play on the thing, don't just sit there, do something. But yes, I mean, that's kind of a attribute to like, but well, or how about this? No, it's like, you know, because my motivation is generally to do stuff. So going back to what we were talking about before, rather than it being about kind of like work stuff, you know, let me do stuff that involves people more, I guess. Or I don't. All right, that gets a little complicated. So, but yes, but that feeling of being content in the moment, not feeling driven to have the day be any different than it is. You know, sometimes I'm doing a lot, sometimes I'm doing less. You know, it should all be fine. Oh, by the way, God, you like I had that piece of furniture behind me. That was like to the right by this table before. I figured it'd be better there because I needed, you know, there was a stool that was like under that box there that I intend when you get me around to it to, you know, that's where I plan to mix my paints. But I find, yes, so that works much better there. Those are all my religious books, so I'm gonna have to like, you know, I used to just reach over and grab them, but I guess I'll have to, you know, grab them from there if I need them, whatever. So, okay, what else? Yeah, no, I'm still, you know, let's talk about it. Like, you know, I'm trying to kind of like be relaxed and be more relaxed. And I don't know, whatever. So this isn't, because a lot of times, like, you know, I'm able to do these shows relatively easily because like things come to mind relatively easily for me. I'm able to just like, I start talking about something and it generates thoughts about something else and stuff. And I guess I've noticed that as I'm trying to be more relaxed, that flow of content seems to ebb a bit, seems to lessen. And so, yeah, I guess that's part of it. So I need to feel a bit more comfortable with the silences, or with the, I say something and nothing is coming to mind immediately. So I wait until it does. What else? Oh, there's a new, I think it may be either a Mexican or Peruvian restaurant that just opened across the street. There was an Italian restaurant before that. It was good, Esposito's pizza. But now, so I want to try to get something from there. So yeah, so I guess after this, I'll just do it. Hopefully they have a website, so I can see what they have. I mean, it's got to be vegan. I'm not going to eat any chicken or anything. So, oh, you just reminded me, God. I mean, again, I've got let's get moving on my making the vegan cheese. I mean, come on, it's been months. I've got all the ingredients waiting. So, and we should explore. I mean, why would something like that take me months to get around to doing? I have no idea. There's got to be an answer. And it's not just that, it's some, I was talking about, I finally, after over 30 years, yes, 35 years about, I finally got around to painting the door knocker buzzer thing on my, the door of the apartment, which, because it needed a coat of paint, so and I think it needs a bit more. It's this really nice looking, cool looking antique gold that I have to give it a few more coats. And then there's other kind of I think I need a new doorknob, because the doorknob that I have is kind of it's a little loose. So it's one, I should probably get that before painting that part, because I was thinking of painting the base of that. But a doorknob would be good. You go to True Value. I'm just, what I've been hesitant about. And so this is this kind of stuff stops me. So I'm hesitant to be well, I got to get the right one. How do you know it's the right one? Well, I got to go do a Google search. So, or ask the person, but I'd like to do that. God, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to, you had me buy this nifty new mic that works really well with my iPad, so that I can record my Smooth songs. So, but I'd like to do more. That's the thing. So I guess there's part of me, what's that expression, the mind is willing, but the body says, nah, that's all right. So, but no, I just have to set it up a bit more, so it works a bit better, just like the whole setup. And because I got the new, you had me buy a mic stand yesterday. It worked out great. Okay, 4 more minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so this is good. So yeah, nothing is coming to mind. I have no idea what to talk about. Let's talk about not knowing what to talk about. Let's see. I guess I'm looking around for stuff that needs doing. Oh yeah, I should do this. Oh yeah, I should do that. I just ordered because I like to, with my pants, my jeans and stuff, I have 3-4 jeans that I alternate whatever with. And so thank you for having me go on to, I think it was it Amazon or Walmart? I think it was Amazon, yeah. And you had me buy, just recently, I got 2 of them for $12, which is an amazing price, because a lot of them, they sell for one for $20, $30, And it's And it's funny because like, you know, I bought them in brown. The white version would have been 15, you know, each. So it would have been 30. So anyway, so yes, so I appreciate your having me do that, because then, you know, because then I'm gonna like, you know, I'm gonna hang up my jeans on this wall coat rack thing, you know. I mean, I've got 2 of them, so like, you know, I can, you know, hang 8 pairs of jeans up, because I just don't like to, you know, put them away completely or something. Maybe I should, you know, should watch a few more Mr. Rogers episodes. I mean, but he was inspirational. You got to wonder how many little kids, you know, when they became teenagers, adults, you know, would put their jacket away and their shoes and get into, you know, their indoor wear, you know, because of him. That's pretty. I haven't learned that completely yet, but it's going well. All right. What else? Oh, all right. So I got to check out. Oh, and this is a great idea. That this is for the audience. Like, you know, God gave me this great idea. So that while because I like to go through the New York Times, Washington Post digital editions at least every day. Also, sometimes I guess Google News headlines, and sometimes I feel it's a waste of time. So what God has had me doing is like had me buy. Let me show it to you. It's very cool. Hold on. I mean, I've got about a minute and a half. See, this is a short mic stand, you know, it's like for speakers and stuff. And what I put on it is this thing, just like, it's a contraption that this is where my phone goes. So basically what I'm doing is I'm playing bass to the music, and, you know, scrolling in the meantime, you know, like, and that's cool. Sometimes I'm playing so much that I don't want to scroll on, but it's working. You know, God, thank you. That was a brilliant idea, because I can feel like I'm, you know, being up on what's going on while practicing my bass. All right, got 44 seconds left. Audience, thanks for watching. Catch us every Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock on White Plains Community Media, channel 76. If you get Optimum, 45, you get Verizon. And oh, I just remembered. So the episodes are also on my Facebook page. And I don't even know what my Facebook address is. I think it's George057. I don't know. Should say that. But like, I have been a bit negligent recently in uploading them to YouTube. So I'm going to do that soon. All right. So thanks for watching, everyone. God willing, I will see you again soon.